Hello, my name is Sean. I work at Fred Meyer, 180. I'm a shop steward. Juneteenth. What it means to me is, slavery is done. And in 2020, it means, since the George Floyd incident, that the world is waking up to seeing the injustice that's been going on in this world for decades. I'm 60 years old, and I've seen a lot of things in my lifetime, how racial prejudice has been going on. When I was in 5th grade in Ogden, Utah, we used to walk to school every day and have to get in fights because we were the only black kids in the school. It's terrible. Now that there's video cameras and everybody can see things going on, they can see what the world is, what really is, and we can get this thing fixed so everybody just has a fair chance. So hopefully this is a new beginning of this Juneteenth. Thank you.
Good morning, more of my brothers and sisters. My name is Eleanor Knight, and I am a member of UFCW Local 21. I'm on the board of trustees, and I work for Albertsons. The significance of Juneteenth for me is a crossroad. It's something that's not taught in school. It's the day the slaves were freed. Many of the slaves didn't know that they were freed, and their owners didn't want them to know because they knew they would leave. It's a symbol of freedom for Black people. The day the slaves were released has significance because it was a stepping stone for Black people, giving them the opportunity to live their lives free. The only problem is they're not free. The things that happened back then are still happening today, and we must all rise up and celebrate Black lives because Black lives matter. All lives matter. We're all God's children, and I want you to embrace Juneteenth and celebrate. And we need to rise up and start a movement so that we can all be treated equally as God's children. Thank you.
Hi again, folks. This is Wil Peterson, UFCW 21 Executive Board Member and Fred Meyer employee. And because I was part of the request for the participation and people sharing their feelings and their thoughts about Juneteenth, I wanted to also be part of that conversation by sharing my feelings. I'm originally from North Carolina, and to be totally honest, Juneteenth was not something that we were told much about. It was definitely not a holiday that was acknowledged or celebrated, at least from anything I can remember, and that's as far back as I can remember. It was only just a few years ago, in fact, that I heard about the holiday, and then I had to go to Wikipedia to do some research to find out exactly what it meant. So I celebrate Juneteenth, but I'm also disturbed that it took that long for those slaves in Texas to realize they were actually free and had been free for quite some time. But, as the cliche says, better late than never. Along those lines, all the protests and the uprising and the winds of change that are blowing right now in our country, hopefully, I'm hoping that they're going to indicate that this is another time of change and liberation and freedom for my people, because, you don't have to be shackled and in a field and under the threat of a whip to feel like, every day is just an exercise in survival. So I'm hoping things are going to change, get better, and we'll all be lifted up. That's my wish for this Juneteenth and going forward.
It's Candice, Macy's employee, proud member of UFCW 21. What does Juneteenth mean to me? It should be a beautiful holiday to celebrate the emancipation of my people, African American, so-called Black people. A day for good food, music, relaxation, a paid holiday would be great. But why is it not? 1865 to 2020, not much has changed. Why is this date not celebrated like 4th of July, Memorial Day, and things like that? We need to make the change. We need to be the change. We need to make this holiday special for everybody, not just you, not just me. We need to honor and celebrate the people who built this country, built this so-called America, and made this place the place it is today. So let's do that. Let's make Juneteenth the beautiful holiday that it should be. Thank you.